Welcome to the MBM Vault from the Media Hub on RiotRadio.ca. We're your hosts, Jacob Postorero.
And Sophie Young. This show is all about music, local talent, and industry news, and most importantly, fun. Today, we have a special guest. We'll be interviewing a rapper from the GTA who discusses different perspectives on common issues people face today, while bringing an energy to support the subject matter. Please welcome RCN Rambo.
Yeah.
What's up? Thank you guys for having me here and all that, you know?
Yep. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. A little tired. It's a bit of the morning, you know.
It's one of those things, you know?
It's one of those
It's early
things.
Give us a brief introduction. Who are you?
Yeah. Talk about yourself. Go ham. This is your moment.
That's it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm RCN Rambo. Real name's DeAndre, right? Main things about me is that, you know, I just spend all my days making the music, doing what I can, right? I started this thing back in 2018. I did my first song, and then from there on doing, you know, small performances here and there around the area. Yeah, and then just trying to develop myself as I go, right? That's really all I am.
Yeah.
So would you say that you have, like, any inspirations or, like, why did you choose?
The dreaded question right off the
Yeah,
bat.
the dreaded question, yeah.
Inspirations, yeah. When I was a kid, yeah, I had, like, inspiration. Yo, Bow Wow? Remember Bow Wow?
I think so, yeah.
Man, when I was a kid, that was like my guy. So like,
really?
I would listen to him.
Really?
Bow Wow, man. So I would listen to him, and after that, I was like, man, I gotta be a rapper like this guy. And then, and then as time passed on and it kept on going, you know, I just fell in love with the music, right? So it's an art. So I just kind of thought, you know what, like, this is what I got to be doing. And over the years, you know, I'm freestyling with your friends, you know, as you're going through elementary school and all that. And then eventually it just transpired to going into doing, you know, studio sessions and actually producing these songs and trying to put that work in to become bigger than all these other artists.
Yeah.
For sure.
We all get to that point. You had your own, like, little XSL,
Yo,
double XL cipher going on.
Man, I'm telling you, we used to go crazy back then. You know, when you have everybody just freestyle going back and forth and you start rap battling in the places, you do whatever you can.
It's have you heard Tyler, the Creator's song, Sticky?
Yeah.
Like, it reminds me of that, back and forth.
Yeah.
In that song. There's no, like, real structure to it.
We need to play you the 2016 double XL cipher.
Oh, buddy, that was a cipher.
Yeah.
Man, that one was hard with Kodak and everyone came out, man. That was another one that inspired us, man. We're listening to those things and you're like, I need to get on this cipher. I need to get on this.
Like passing it back and forth between your bros and everything.
100%,
exactly.
Right?
That was the stuff, though, honestly. All right. Dude. What is your educational background, man? You taking music in school at all?
Not necessarily. Like, I did music throughout elementary and high school, right? I played piano for like 9 years. And then
piano?
Yeah, man, that was my main thing. That's why a lot of my beats previously when I started were like piano based, guitar based, was basically like the main instrument inside all my beats. But prior to that, no, I never took really anything else musically in school. It was just always like outside the school, you know, working on beats, learning off YouTube, working with other producers, you know, trying to just develop on all those different other aspects.
Taking pieces from each other, like everyone.
That's it, exactly, right?
You get some pretty hard beats with piano.
Yeah, you get some nice beats, man.
Yeah.
Like, not just strictly piano. If you're like working with a MIDI keyboard and everything, you get some really cool stuff.
Yeah, man. Exactly. I got all that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
Dude, same. Trust me. I got you there.
You already know how to do it.
I got you. All right.
What do you like and dislike about the current music industry?
Ooh. Which one you want to start off with? Likes or dislikes?
You know, let's keep positive. I'll start with some likes.
All right.
You know, what I like about the current music industry is that, you know, the variety. You know, you can get any type of person with any type of art, essentially, with their music, and they can come out and, you know, everyone can kind of vibe to it. It's become more of an open range for all artists, everything. You know, there's a lot of things you can like about it, that anything that really helps the artist become better and grow in their field without having things pulling them back, right?
Yeah.
You know, the dislikes towards it is that, you know, as easier it is to get exposed and blow up, is just as hard as it is, right? So
because you got all that that clutter to get through and everything.
There's a lot of people, there's a lot of things, right? you know, it's not only by chance or luck or by this. You got to strategize. You got to prioritize. You have to spend, you know, a lot of money. You got to figure out placements where you got to go. There's a lot of things that play in part that make it harder for the artist, but it comes with what we do, right? So you got to take the good and you got to take the bad, and you kind of just got to roll with the dice. You know, we chose this, so
gotta take the good with the bad, smile with the sad.
you know what I'm saying?
Feeling that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dude, what do you think is better? You should probably take music for school, or should you take marketing for your music? Which one do you think would be better?
So, personally, for me, I would recommend either or. Honestly, it depends on the person you are. Like, I would recommend some people to do the marketing aspects, right? So you understand how to get yourself out there, the venues, how to properly promote yourself, where to place your money, where it needs to go, you know, understanding the basics. That's really going to help your footing to grow like that. Now, the music aspect is just as important, right? Because you need a good foundation from, you know, understanding the beats, understanding this. If you want to create your own to profit some more money off the end of it as well, instead of having to buy beats, buy this. But really is on the person who's developing it. Now, the best of the best is do both. Right?
That's true.
You could always take YouTube to learn anything. You can go anywhere, talk to friends, do anything you can, right? So whatever you can take to develop, it doesn't have to solely be, you know, from a schooling. You could do it all.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
That's a
sure.
good way to see it. Yeah, honestly. All right.
How much do you think music is you listen to helps you today? Like your inspirations, how would you say?
Okay, take your inspirations.
Yeah.
How much of your inspirations do you think correlates with the music that you make? Because, you know, there's obviously people like Dr. Dre who take a lot of soul and use that in his beats and everything, like sampling is a big thing. You have a lot of jazz, people listen to jazz and take that, like, what's the To Pimp a Butterfly is a big inspiration with jazz.
Yeah.
Like, what would you listen to, or what should people listen to that's like kind of like your stuff that would, like, you know?
I do a lot of variety, right? So like I have songs where, you know, you sit down and you're listening to artists like Rod Wave and things like that, right? And, you know, they're in their feelings, they're vibing, they're pushing all the emotion and everything out through it. And, you know, I have a couple songs that come out giving that type of energy, right? Same thing with, you know, King Von. You got that high energy, you know, you want to go out, you want to go do some hype stuff, things like that as well.
And ends up going to jail every time. You know?
Hey, you know what? Your decisions after you listen to music, your choice. Hey,
that's fair. That's fair.
Right? But, yeah, like I would just say you got to listen. I take every artist, right? From even pop, or you can take even MGK. You can listen to those guys and still add some of that energy or some of those ideas, right, towards my own music to help me develop and produce songs, right? Like I got rock songs, I got rap, I got like 2 country songs. You know what I mean? I just take inspirations from everywhere it comes and then try to develop it.
And kind of build your own thing around it.
100%.
Yeah.
For
Country.
sure.
I like country.
Country, it's a vibe.
Dude, country is a vibe.
Shabuzi.
Oh, yeah.
Shabuzi, you know what I'm saying?
Country, and you said MGK.
MGK.
Dude, MGK had a lot of energy back in the day.
Bro,
Like,
Sail, all the songs, everything he had, man.
Sail.
He was doing what he had to do.
Exactly. He had a lot of energy, though. Sad Eminem had to chew him up, though. Honestly.
I thought he won. I thought MGK won.
Really?
Yo, I might be biased, but I thought MGK had that one just because the deliverance, execution. Now, you know, Eminem is Eminem. You can't really stop the GOAT. But he still fought hard. So I think he did pretty good.
He did. All right. That's fair.
Your opinions are being persuaded right now.
Okay, I'm very open-minded when it comes to this stuff, but I know wholeheartedly that I feel like Eminem won that at least.
Yeah,
You could see from both sides at least.
Yeah.
Like both sides have some pretty good call-outs.
100%.
But I feel like as soon as MGK called out Haley, it was kind of over.
You kind of capped it. Yeah, okay, I'll
Yeah.
give you that one.
He kind of hit it at that point. All right.
All right, coming up after the music break, we'll be discussing some of the process behind millennial artist management, upcoming projects and plans for the future.
Don't forget you can follow us on... sorry about that. Don't forget you can follow the Media Hub on social media at DCSA Media Hub. You can also follow us at the MBM Vault on Twitter and Instagram, and at the MBM Vault on TikTok.
We're going to play some music. Here's Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio, live from the Media Hub on riotradio.ca.
Welcome back to the MBM Vault. We're your hosts, Jacob Postorero
and Sophie Young. We're back with RCN Rambo to discuss his future goals heading to MBM Enterprises and upcoming work.
Yeah. The future, man. Future.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, yeah, just like without spoiling what you don't want to spoil, what do you really have planned for your future endeavors?
Like just my future endeavors, basically, you know, I got a bunch of news drops coming. We got a bunch of new songs coming with different vibes out, everything like that. You know, within 3 months we'll be doing some more shows, right? And then by the spring, hosting our own show.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
man. Yeah, this would be the second I've hosted one. I hosted one back a couple years ago.
Have you announced this publicly yet? Or is this the
For
first time?
for the show that's gonna be coming, this is the first time I'm announcing it publicly right now.
We're special.
Exactly. See, I like you so much, right? Right. Yeah. So the show's gonna be coming up sometime in the spring, and it's gonna be featuring me plus a few other my artists, like, some other RCN people, yeah, it's also just future-wise, just developing and putting out more and more beautiful music that everyone wants to vibe to, enjoy themselves to, and yeah, just become the best we can be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sky's the limits, man.
Yeah, that's it,
For
man.
Sure. You gotta have that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us, is there a creation process behind your music? Do you have a team? Like, how does it kind of go?
Yeah, everyone's got their own like way of creating music. Like I got
for
my
sure.
way where I drink a Monster Energy and just sit down and crash the whole time. But some people have certain ways. How do you do it, man? What's your process towards creating something?
My process really depends on the vibe I'm in, the song that I'm doing. Like I've had many songs where I just go to the studio, me and my producer Astro.
Shout out
Astro, right? We sit there and we just cook up. Like we'll put on a beat. And we start from absolutely nothing, right? I call it Frankensteining. I'll run like 5, 6, 7, 8 takes, and then we'll just start picking out pieces that we like. We're like, okay, yo, this was a good chorus, this was a good verse, good hook, everything. We start kind of sticking it together. Other times, whatever you're feeling, right? You're driving and you hear a beat. Sometimes the word just comes to your head, and then it's like, okay, you put that down, and from that point on, we just kind of build off of it, right?
Yeah.
Tendency I like to. Like my process basically I'll go and write out my chorus sometimes, and then I'll write out like the first verse, and the second verse I like to freestyle just to keep that energy, that live, to keep it rolling with the music, and yeah, that's kind of the way that we really cook it up. And then from that point on, when we get to the studio, I can go to the studio with a whole set plan and leave with a whole different song on the same beat.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's just, to me, it's an art, right? You just go out there, and whatever comes out, once it comes out nice. That was what the song was supposed to be.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
I've tried Frankensteining once with one guy I was recording. I'm so indecisive when it comes to choosing tracks, dude. I swear. We recorded like a whole piece and everything, and we recorded like 6, 7 different takes, and they were like different genres almost. And he was like, I like all these, man. Just send me all of them. I'm like, oh my God, man.
Yo, it gets hard sometimes, right? You got to have the right producer. You got to have the right understanding of the idea of the song you're going. And then basically once you pick the idea, then you build off that idea. And you kind of expand for it too. It also helps too when you have, another artist, what my producer is, another artist sitting in the room with you who, you guys can feed bars off of, or you guys can do little things like that, right? Exactly. Even get the energy, or, like work on your vocals. Okay, go in a higher tone, lower tone, fix your pitch, everything like that, right? Which will add that.
Exactly. It's kind of just working. Yeah, dude. Having people in the studio is amazing. The more the merrier.
I wouldn't say the more the merrier. I would say
not too many.
You got too many people, it becomes crowded. It becomes a lot less.
Vibes.
You have good vibes.
No, good vibes.
You have
less
great
creativeness.
You get less creative. You get less work done because it's
People
a studio, man.
Yeah.
They're drinking, they're partying, they're doing their thing, they're enjoying the time, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes, like I would say, having 2 to 3 max good people in there that understand, they're gonna listen to the music and really focus on, like, you know what? Yeah, change this up, fix this up, clean here. Now that sounds good. Maybe just add that. All right, you don't want just a bunch of yes men inside the room there with you.
Yeah.
You want people to actually give their good opinion on.
People who are feeling it, yeah.
Yeah, man, they want to hear you because at the end of the day, you may think it's okay, you may think it's good, you may think it's great, and then everyone else in the room's hearing it, and it's like, hey, you know what? You could do better. That's it.
People who will look to see your success. People who help you improve.
Exactly. That's what you want in the room with you, right?
Exactly. I feel that. All right. So, you've recently been signed as an artist to one of the other MBM enterprises called Millennial Artist Management.
Ooh.
Tell us more about that process and how the connection came to be, man.
Well, that connection came through my manager, was my girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she was able to, get me in on that and, help basically get me to develop and, grow as doing more and more stuff, getting my name out there, working with these enterprise, being able to do more venues, shows throughout there, right? So, you got to give thanks to everyone who helps you out when you do these things, right? And that's how really I got inside with that one.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So rap is like a constantly evolving genre. Like
Yeah.
it's
Like
you
monthly
listen to like
even.
90s rap, you listen to rap today, and it's like similar but different.
Yeah.
So, tell us how you keep on top of the
with
new
trends and
sounds.
everything.
Yeah, the trends.
Well, to keep on top of the trends, in my personal opinion, is you got to kind of stay alert. You got to especially watch TikTok. Go on TikTok, see what's bumping there, see what's getting the most people to reshare, repost, review, right? Back in the day, if you listen to Lil Baby, he had said prior to that, every time he makes a song, he thinks about every verse or everything he's saying as a caption inside an Instagram post, right? So you think about it, how many times you take song lyrics and put them in your post.
Yeah.
So the same concept, right? You want to be able to make things that people can listen to, vibe to, and then want to comment about, make this, right? A lot of the music now today is to, it's more towards the female orientated, right? You want stuff that the girls can jam to and then, have them buy your CDs, buy your this and that, right? So the music, it's just basically whatever you can keep up with. Look at Drake. Drake's a great example. Someone who stayed on the top of the game basically by changing your style and changing what you have to do every year, right? It's not changing you as an artist, but it's just coming with the times, right? Whatever is happening right now, whatever is hype, whatever is this and that, you jump on it, right? You go fast, you go hard, and then you do what you can. And it and also too, be you, right? Make your own music, make the things you like. Once you see that it's getting a good fan base, people are enjoying it, right? Then you're doing something a little bit right.
That's true. Creating your own trends around that as
100%.
well.
Make the trend.
Sure.
Exactly. Make the trend. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. I'm stealing that.
Yeah, man.
That's a good one. Honestly. All right. I have one question.
Yeah.
Your name,
Yeah.
RCN Rambo. Where did that come from? How'd you create that?
Rambo came from me and all my friends, and I used to fight a lot, right? I used to fight a lot and stuff like that. So, after a while they would call me Rambo, right? Somebody who's just down to fight and all that thing. And then the RCN came from sitting down there, and just kind of thinking, hey, you know what? I want to develop a label. I want to develop, a future for in this music thing, right? So RCN is it's an acronym, right? It's basically for Real Corrupt Nation. Right, it was I was just sitting down one day and I was looking around and seeing yo, this world's kind of messed up. It's just a fact, right? You see hardship, you see good, you see bad, you see all these things, and you see corruptness, especially even in the music industry and everything, right? So that's where RCN really came from. It's Real Corrupt Nation Rambo, right? And that's kind of how I developed the name, putting the two together, right? And then any other artists that kind of say that they're RCN as well too is the same type of concept, right? They put that in there plus their name.
Okay.
That's cool.
It's kind of like how ASAP works, the ASAP mob.
Hey, you got ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, ASAP this and that, all the way down.
Okay. I see it.
All right.
I feel it. I like that a lot.
You got it, man.
I got it. All right. Coming up after the music break, we'll be back with RCN Rambo to discuss his writing, long-term goals, and final words of wisdom.
Don't forget that you can follow Media Hub on social media at DCSA Media Hub. You can also follow us at MBM Vault on Twitter and Instagram, and at the MBM Vault on TikTok.
Don't forget the. We're going to play some music for you. Here's Believe What I Say, live from the Media Hub on riotradio.ca. Welcome back to the MBM Vault. We're your hosts, Jacob Postera
and Sophie Young. We are back here with RCN Rambo to discuss his lyrics and talk about his long-term plans and some final words of wisdom.
Talk about some wisdom.
Oh, that's all I do. That's all I ever do.
Lay some wisdom on us.
Yeah, just random wisdom.
Can you cut me a bad time?
That's fair. We'll come back to it.
Let's start with a question. Oh, this is interesting. So we have some lyrics here of yours to analyze.
Ooh. I love this song.
Yeah. All right. So first batch from your song, Reaper.
Sounds like a reaper.
Ooh.
He always puts his thoughts up in the box. That was a plan. That was a plot. Ooh.
What does it mean?
What is?
Well, the Reaper is basically, following the life of, like a 17-year-old version of me, or any kid really, or any like a younger version, right? It's just, he has, whatever thoughts you have, any type of plans, anything that he was trying to go through, he's putting them in a box, right? So he's not sealing it off. He's not letting everyone in the world know what he's gonna do, and even certain things that he might feel or anything. You got to put it in a box, and you got to kind of keep going, doing what you got to do, right? That was his plan, and that was a plot, right? So the plan is to keep what you have to keep shut, and just keep going with what you have to do, right? And just kind of progress in whatever you're trying to get to, right? That's the main thing within that song.
That's deep.
Yeah,
I feel
man.
that. I still love Reaper, man.
It's a nice one, man.
It
The Reaper's coming to get you guys. Like I'm telling you, man, it's coming, man. It's coming to creep you.
I swear, I need to learn how to sing so I can sing it. It's so good.
Bro, it's a vibe, man. I can't lie. That's the newest music out. Everyone needs to go check that song out. Music video on all platforms. Show some love to your brother.
RCN Rambo. Make sure you check that out. We got another patch here. This is from your song Gangsta Love.
Ooh.
Sky full of them bright lights. Rear view full of headlights. Just tell me what you like. I can make you feel nice.
Damn right.
What's the meaning behind that one?
Feels the way you say it. You just said it with the feeling. You see how you start talking about it? That's how you feel. You know what I mean? It's talking about, it's like, like how I would say is like, I'm a gangster, but I got love for you, right? At the end of the day, like, we go and we drive and we might be heading down through the city. We might be doing this. I'll show you a life that you never could see, right? There's shit that there are things that you never would believe. And, this is what you get to see. Like, as we go forward, don't worry. Like, all the bright lights, they're in the rear view. Everything's in the back. Don't worry about all that. We heading straight forward. We got a plan. We got a thing to do. You know what I mean? This is gangster love.
Exactly.
There's one more on here from is there only two?
There's only two.
No, there's three.
All right. I got a question.
There's another lyric.
There is another lyric.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because us from Crossroads.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a nice one.
Because I'm just a lost soul stuck up at the crossroads. Don't know where I'm going to go, but I want to go home.
Yeah.
That's deep.
That is deep. That is deep, right? And I like how in the execution, how I like doing is that it has a deep meaning with like a higher vibe to it, right? The beat kind of drops down a little bit just to kind of get that out. It's just talking about, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you could be like, you're lost. You got to go through life and think, you don't always know which road you're going to take, right? I'm standing at the crossroads. You don't know where you're going to go, up, down, sideways, left, right? Every path you go leads to a different way, right? So, sometimes they say, you're just lost and you're stuck, but either way, you got to find a path and you got to take it and you got to do what you got to do, right? So,
even the title has meaning there.
Yeah, of course, man. Exactly. You're stuck up at the crossroads and you just don't, all you want to do is go home. No matter which way it leads, you just want to head back home.
That's true. I feel that, dude. I'm getting my feels now.
No, that's the point of the music, man. I want you guys to be feeling everything. Every lyric I want you guys to be hearing, be like, man, this can relate to me, or this is just hype. You know what I mean?
Getting both vibes, yeah.
Every vibe, man. Exactly. That's what the goal is.
I feel that, man. All right. You got a question?
5 to 10 years from now, where do you picture you'll be?
5 to 10 years from now.
It's a long time.
It is a long time.
I'll be standing on stage, holding a couple Grammys, jamming out, living my life. Insulting some other artists I'm on stage. You know what I'm saying? Sending my name, sending my face. But truthfully, that is true. But the goal in 5 to 10 years to develop myself as an artist, become, as big as I can get, tour the world, work with a lot of big other names too, you know what I mean? Go in there with the Drake, the 21s, go make song with these biggest artists around there. And hopefully within that time span, maybe a little bit later, maybe a little bit shorter, right? To be able to go develop my own record, right? Record label, as RCN Nation, right? It's got RCN record label is going to be the kind of concept of it. And then take a lot of artists from Canada too, right? Because Canada has so much talent, but we're undermined by the States, right? That we're not getting the same recognition and same things that we should be having out here for our artists, right? You got guys out here getting 100,000 views. You guys should be making millions. You guys should be doing tours all around. We should be doing that. So And my future thing within that 5-10 years to develop myself, become one of the biggest artists I can be, create this record label, and then just continue progressing. More artists, more vibes, bringing more to the country, bringing back out to it, right?
Exactly.
For sure.
Putting Canada on the map.
Putting it on the map. Drake did a thing, but I'm going to do more, right? That's the goal, right?
Drake ran so you could walk.
Damn.
Exactly.
Drake walks so I can run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I'm feeling it. All right. From someone who writes about the real life experiences, like you say, how does this help when it comes to thinking of ideas behind a song?
Oh, man, it really helps immensely. You got to really look at it like, it's just, you sit down there and you got to relay some stuff of your own past, right? Good, bad, positive, negative. And it really helps get your emotions and the feelings behind it, right? So anyone else who's listening to it, they can really, to your lyrics, right? All the lyrics hit a certain note, hit a certain point that they feel it. You feel a lot more. Because when you rap about stuff that's not of you and not this and that, people can kind of hear it in your voice, right? So, like, that's kind of that for that one, you know what I mean, right?
You spoke true there.
Well, it's true, right? And you know your emotions, right? Your emotions make all the music, right? Whatever you're feeling that day, right? You know, you had a crappy day. Well, you know what? You put on a beat and you let it out. You talk about, you know, what was hard, what was good, what was bad. You don't know, someone else might be listening to it, and that as they listen to it that same day, that just brings them back, and it's like, oh, you know, I can really relate to that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if Ice Cube can rap about a random day in February.
That was a beautiful. That's a beautiful thing, you know.
I love it. Exactly.
So would you say, like, do you think your childhood has an impact on what music you create, and just in general? It doesn't have to be you, but just like.
Yeah. No, I truly do. Yeah, of course, man. Because you know, it's your foundation, right? As you grow up and, you know, different aspects of your life, you know, from family to friends to relationships to school to anything that you really do, from hardship to joyous, right? They're going to put an effect on the ideas that you put, all the songs you put. Again, look at Rod Wave. His songs are all sad. You know what I mean? And then you look at some other artists, and they're all happy. They're all vibes. And basically, it just makes... the things that you go through will make your music, right? So as you grow up, it's going to impact from the stuff you've listened to, the people you've been around. Everything like that's going to help develop you as an artist as well, right? Everything's going to help you develop as an artist.
For sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go back to this final words of wisdom, man.
100%.
All right. Any, and I mean any up-and-coming artist, for like, it doesn't matter what genre, anything, what wisdom would you give to any upcoming artist? Oh,
don't stop. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's simple. It's as simple as can be. Don't stop. Don't give up. You understand? You're going to face a lot of hardships. You're going to go from a lot of upsets, a lot of backsets. You're going to go from being on top to on the bottom, you know. You're going to go through a lot of friends, a lot of this, a lot of that, but don't stop. Keep your heart in the music and keep providing. Keep doing what you can, right? The day will come. If you put in the work and you stay clear-headed that this is your goal and this is your dream, you're going to make it. It's anything in life. Right? If you keep going, you keep pushing, you try your hardest, you're going to make it, right? Just don't ever give up, because once you give up, that's when it's over. Right? No one can tell you you're done. You could be 35 and then hit it. So don't you worry about timing. Timing's just something that just keeps going and going. But that ain't going to stop you if you don't let it stop you.
For sure.
Real.
That's some deep.
That is deep.
That could be an entire song.
Inspiration, you know, everything I say could be a song. I'm telling you, I'm like a walking lyric.
I'm stealing that. Stealing that idea for our studio session.
Yeah.
Damn right.
All right.
It's okay, I'll get some royalties later. It's okay, don't worry about it.
We're getting you cut, don't worry.
Okay, we good.
All right, that's the end of this episode. We look forward to seeing you here back next week.
All right. Don't forget, you can follow at RCN Rambo on Instagram. You can follow the Media Hub on social media at DCSA Media Hub. You can also follow us at MBM Vault on Twitter and Instagram, and at make sure you never forget that
Don't forget.
Yeah, exactly. You never forget that the MBM Vault on TikTok.
Here is Butterfly Effect by Travis Scott playing us out from the Media Hub at riotradio.ca.
My favorite song.